Hi everyone, my name's Nikki and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I make pom-poms. I've been making them this way for a number of years, and my method is a little bit different than methods you may have seen before because I use tulip slick paint in the process, which I will show you how I use it. And what I use it for, I will explain right now. So when you get a small child or perhaps an older patient in the hospital or nursing home setting that has dementia, some of these people they'll pick at a pom-pom, like pull the individual strands. And, really no matter how well you tie a pom-pom, if you pick a single strand, it's probably going to come out. There might even be a couple in this pom-pom that will. But for the most part, that slick paint helps keep everything together so that your pom-pom can't be ruined by a picker. And the other nice thing is when you've tied this to a hat, if you've secured it to the hat permanently and the hat happens to get soiled, you can throw it in the washing machine dryer because the slick paint is machine washable and dryable once it's fully cured. I mean, your yarn has to be too, obviously. But anyways, let's go make some pom-poms. We're going to need our scissors, our Clover brand extra large pom-pom maker, some tulip slick paint in whatever color you choose. It doesn't have to match your yarn. And of course our yarn. To begin, we will get our slick paint ready to go and open one side of the pom-pom maker. I like to use 2 strands of yarn at a time. It's important to be kind of fast during this process. You don't want your paint to dry all the way before you're done making your pom-pom. So as you can see, I have my 2 strands of yarn, and I have them just touching on the inside of the pom-pom maker there, and I'm not too worried about what the outside of the yarn does. It can be a little fiddly holding everything, but then you want to add your paint, just a line of it right down the inside there, and that paint acts like a glue once it's fully cured. And then we'll wrap back the other way. So this is our second wrap. And we will add another line of paint. And our third time wrapping. Another line of paint. Now we've got it wrapped 4 times, and we'll add another line of paint. It's our 5th wrap. And some more paint. That was 6. Some more paint. And we will do one more row of wrapping on this side. And now we'll close this side of our pom-pom maker. And open the other side. And now we'll wrap that side. So our first row. A line of paint. A little paint on the Nicky. And that's okay. So our second row. Another line of paint. Our third row. More paint. Our fourth row. Another line of paint. Row 5. More paint. Row 6. A little more paint. And row 7, our last row. And my hands are tired. And that's my heat knocking, if you wondered. So we will close up our pom-pom maker. And I like to start at the hinge where the two sides the yarn connects. I snip that first, and then at the hinge cut my yarn down the middle of the pom-pom maker in that little channel. That's what that channel's for. And I love my little Fiskars scissors. Like, they are so sharp and do such a great job cutting pom-poms. I've tried with bigger, stronger scissors, and the little Fiskars are still my favorite. And now we will cut 2 pieces of yarn, a good 2.5 feet long, and find the center and pull it down into the groove of the pom-pom maker around to the other side, and this is where we're going to tie it. So I like to crisscross through and then through again. Because that tends to hold it a little bit better when you cinch it down. And you want to pull fairly tight. So if you are using a yarn that's going to break easily, it'd be better to get a cotton yarn or acrylic yarn, something that's stronger for this part so that you don't snap your yarn. But then crisscross through again. And now we will remove our pom-pom from the pom-pom maker. So you open one side and then open the other. And then pull the 2 halves apart. Now you can see a little bit of a hole there in the middle of my pom-pom because, like I said, I have a hard time getting it cinched down tight enough while the yarn is in the maker. So what I do is I go around one more time, and that's what I'm doing, is pushing that yarn down into the center so that I don't smash the outside of the pom-pom. And then I'm going to tie it again right here and really crank it down tight. And then from that knot, I'm going to turn about 90 degrees and go around the pom-pom again. Now what I'm doing is using my fingers to get those ends real close to the center so that I don't smash the pom-pom in the process. And I'm just going to work that yarn all the way around to the other side and tie it again on this side. So I'm going to crisscross through and through again because that just tends to hold nice when you tighten it down. So, and then you can see all my strength. Make it nice and tight. And then one more crisscross through to keep that knot from coming out. Now if you can picture what I did here, my yarn around the center kind of divides the pom-pom into like 4 wedges of like orange. But what we have to do is trim everything up to get it to be a nice shaped ball. So what I do is I trim, I shake, I trim some more. I look for any parts that are sticking out further than the rest of the ball and just try to even it up. So I'll Trim a little bit, shake a little bit. Trim a little more. Just take our time and we'll have a perfect ball before we know it. And once I'm halfway happy with it, I'll set it down, let that paint fully dry, and then I'll give it a shake and give it a trim a few more times, just until I'm real happy with it once it's a nice sphere. Yeah, so that's it. Good job, we just made ourselves a pom-pom. You may have noticed that I used the same yarn to make my pom-pom as I used in my crochet hat tutorial. And the reason why is because I did add the pom-pom to my crochet hat, and this is what it looks like. And since I had all of my pom-pom making supplies out, I decided to make a few more. Um, this one is also Hobby Lobby's. I love this yarn. The hat I made on the Addy knitting machine. And yeah. And here's another. And then I also have an example of the Lion Brand Heartland yarn. Now, as you can see, this pom-pom is a little bit fuller than the Hobby Lobby pom-poms because even though they're both #4 worsted weight yarns, the Lion Brand Heartland yarn is a little bit thicker, so it makes a fuller pom-pom. If you want to make a fuller pom-pom with a thinner yarn, you can just wrap each side of your pom-pom maker maybe 9 times instead of 7, and that will give you a thicker pom-pom. I tend to like the thinner ones, but I don't mind the fuller ones either, so it's just whatever. Yeah, and that is about it. Thanks for making pom-poms with me today. I will see you next time. Bye.